Season 3, Episode 8, Traitors. Come on, guys. This cast cannot be that bright. All right, let's get right into it. This is a spoiler review. All right, we start off with the most anticipated beginning, I think, in this whole season, where the traitors will reveal themselves to who they murder. Immediately, we go into those that were chosen from the last episode that will go into Murderer's Row, I like to call it. They're going to walk down the aisle of this really gothic church, and they're going to state the case one by one. And when they turn, if they see Alan Cummings, they're safe. If they turn and they see the traitors, well, they got that. They got axed. Well, who was the victim? Good old Chriselle. Now, with that being said, why Chriselle? Guys, think of the gameplay. In this time where the numbers are dwindling, the most faithful would be the biggest targets because the likelihood of them winning is pretty good because the sketchy individuals, Danielle, or Boston Rob that got the axe last week, are obvious, right? But the ones that are too faithful, well, they might go right by and actually win this whole thing. Now, when the traitors reveal themselves to Chriselle, Chriselle's not too surprised with Danielle, of course, but she was surprised with Caroline. Now, she simply asked Caroline and Danielle, why? Well, what did I just say? You were too faithful. Well, cut to the chase. She gets murdered. She gets placed in the coffin. She gets wheeled away. Arrivederci. Now, the thing is that obviously it's breakfast, so everybody is waiting to see who got the axe. Everyone thought it was Dylan, and we're shocked to find out that it was Chriselle instead. Now, before I go into the challenge, which I'll have you guys watch it, it's too difficult to explain, but the key thing about it is definitely intriguing and for sure creepy. The key thing I'm going to mention is they're starting to kind of second guess themselves in regards to who they should put up for banishment. Now, all right, Boston Rob really kind of stuck out like a sore thumb, right? Because you got to think of gameplay, especially if you're a reality show, competitive reality show viewer. You know who the strong players are. If you're not, then, everybody kind of blends in. Well, I don't see how they don't see Danielle in this whole thing because of all her shakes and her, facial expressions and all that type of stuff. But they pinpoint Sierra in the form of the coffin theory from the last couple of episodes where 3 people were placed in the coffins and they assumed that why wouldn't, maybe a traitor was put in to one of their coffins to kind of throw a little bit of a misdirect. Okay, so they group together with that. Sierra kind of comes up with the theory, maybe it's Brittany. Okay, we go into the challenge. And again, it's a very creepy challenge that involves dolls, but very comical with good old Tom Sandoval. Anyway, cut to the chase after that. The key thing is that Sierra gets the shield. She's safe from murder. But we get into the round table. Now, everybody attacks Sierra in the factor of the coffin theory, that they are for certain that she is a traitor. For certain. Sierra states her case, obviously, no filter Sierra, and really puts up a fantastic defense in regards to why she is not and maybe why Brittany is. Now, if everybody could just turn to Danielle for a second, just take a look at her. It could be the editing, for sure. But she's shaking, her expressions. Why wouldn't you put her up? Why? Anyway, the vote goes out. It's pretty much unanimous. It's Sierra. The only one that was not Sierra was Sierra voting out Britt. She then goes to the circle of trust there and declares that indeed, of course, she is a faithful, to everybody's shock. Well, now they're second guessing themselves. Okay, we lead then into the traitors regrouping. Good old Danielle and Caroline. Now, what the new twist is that Alan indicated that they can murder somebody or they can recruit a new traitor. Now, when they're talking about in regards to Danielle and Caroline, who they're going to murder, boom, the door opens. It's Alan, and he proposes this key thing. Either you can murder somebody or recruit. Immediately, you know Danielle is going to recruit Britt. That's who she wants. But here's the stupidest move in this whole show. If you are going to align yourself with somebody, Danielle and Britt, why would you constantly be together through the whole darn thing? It is there. You are a sitting duck. It's obvious. And it was brought up a few times in this show. So ultimately, Danielle says, oh, fantastic. We'll seduce and bring Britt into the third traitor. Obviously, Caroline's not having any of that. She can see through that. She ultimately would say, like, look, if Danielle brings in Britt, I'm out of here. She'll banish me. Anyhow, we leave it at that. We won't know what they chose if they decided not to seduce somebody to become a new traitor, or did they go ahead and murder? We will see in episode 9. I want to know your thoughts in regards to who you think is coming out in the end. Your thoughts about my theory about is this a bright cast or not that bright of a cast? And who do you think the next person is that is getting banished? Thanks so much, guys. Watch the other videos, subscribe, all that good stuff, and have a great day.